The first funeral will be held this morning for a victim of Tuesday's Amtrak crash. 20-year-old Justin Zimzer, a Naval Academy midshipman from Queens, New York, was one of 8 passengers who were killed. He was an only child. This morning, investigators say the train's engineer has agreed to be interviewed with his attorney present. Kris Van Cleave is near the crash scene in Philadelphia with new information on the train's final moments. Kris, good morning.
Good morning, Gail. Amtrak 188 rapidly accelerated 65 seconds before the crash. The National Transportation Safety Board says it was doing twice the posted speed limit for that area of track. And now we know a front-facing dash camera shows just seconds before the crash, the emergency brake was applied. New surveillance video captures the flash and fire of the impact at over 100 miles an hour. Amtrak 188 came barreling into that curve, according to the National Transportation Safety Board's Robert Sumwalt.
65 seconds before the end of the recording, the train speed went above 70 miles per hour. 16 seconds before the end of the recording, the train speed was going through 100 miles per hour.
Bruce Phillips, an Amtrak employee, has filed a lawsuit claiming he was violently hurled about the rail car and sustained serious and permanent personal injuries. Amtrak's president and CEO Joseph Boardman took us to the crash site. Is Amtrak safe?
Absolutely, Amtrak is safe. It's been 28 years to have a derailment like this where you have loss of life.
Brandon Bostian was at the controls Tuesday night. His lawyer says he suffered a concussion and had 14 staples put into his skull. An Amtrak engineer since 2010, he submitted his blood for a drug and alcohol screening. Bostian was often critical of the railroad industry for failing to implement safeguards against human error. One posting from 2011 read, "At any point over the previous 80 years, the railroad could have voluntarily implemented some form of this technology." On Thursday, cadaver dogs located an 8th victim, Bob Gildersleeve, among the train's tangled wreckage. The Federal Railroad Administration says this was Amtrak's 9th derailment this year. In 2008, Congress mandated a safety system known as positive train control be installed across Amtrak by the end of 2015, yet only a fraction of the nation's lines have it. On Thursday, Boardman said he's committing to meeting that requirement along the Northeast Corridor, Amtrak's busiest stretch, but needs support from Congress.
This is not a Republican or a Democrat railroad. This is a railroad that everybody uses, just like any infrastructure in this nation.
Now, the engine that powered Amtrak 188 was only in service a little over a year and had no reported history of unintended acceleration. This morning, crews are still working. They have cleared much of the wreckage from the tracks, and they are efforting repairs to the line. Amtrak CEO Joseph Boardman says they are hoping to have service restored by Tuesday. Nora?
All right, Kris, thank you.